औज़ुबिल्लाहिमिनश्शैतानिर्रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। नाज़रीन, मैं इम्तियाज़ शाहिद आपसे मुखातिब हूँ। आप देख रहे हैं मेरा डिजिटल चैनल। नाज़रीन, आज मैं आपको 1 नवंबर से लेकर 15 नवंबर 2023 के इंटरनेशनल अफेयर्स जो कि करंट अफेयर्स हैं वो आपको दे रहा हूँ। इनको ध्यान से सुनिएगा क्योंकि अक्सर औक़ात आप इन्हीं में से कोई ना कोई चीज़ें वो पूछते रहते हैं। तो शुरू करते हैं। On 27 October 2023, Cayman Islands, Jordan, Panama, and Albania were removed from the FATF grey list. Next, the Cayman Islands was put into the so-called grey list in February 2021, Jordan in October 2021, Panama in June 2019, and Albania was added in February 2020. Next, Bulgaria was added to FATF grey list on 27 October 2023. Next, when the FATF places a jurisdiction under increased monitoring, it means the country has committed to resolve swiftly the identified strategic deficiencies within agreed timeframes and is subject to increased monitoring. This list is often externally referred to as the grey list. Next, on 30th October 2023, the UN International Organization of Migration (IOM) reported that the number of people who have been internally displaced in the Democratic Republic of Congo (DRC) has risen to 6.9 million. Next, World Vegan Day is a global event celebrated annually on 1st November. The main motto behind celebrating this day is to promote vegan diet, veganism, and sustainability. Next, the theme for World Vegan Day 2023 was celebrating for a good cause. Next, on 1st November 2023, Ons Javier announced to donate part of her WTA finals prize money to help Palestinians after her first win at the tournament in Cancun. Next, on 1st November 2023, delegates from 27 governments around the world, as well as the heads of top artificial intelligence companies, gathered for the world's first AI Safety Summit at this former stately home near London, now a museum. Next, among the attendees, representatives of the US and Chinese governments, Elon Musk, and OpenAI CEO Sam Altman. Next, kicking off the event, the UK government announced the Bletchley Declaration on AI, signed by 28 countries, including the US, UK, China, and India, as well as the European Union. Next, as per Bletchley Declaration, AI poses both short-term and long-term risks, affirmed the responsibility of the creators of powerful AI systems to ensure they are safe, and committed to international collaboration on identifying and mitigating the risks. Next, Russia's President Vladimir Putin revoked his country's ratification of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty (CTBT), a move he said is designed to bring Moscow in line with the United States. Next, the new law to abandon the landmark agreement outlining nuclear weapons tests was signed on 2nd November 2023, a week after Russia's upper house Federation Council unanimously approved it. Next, the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists (IDEI) is a United Nations recognized international day observed annually on 2nd November. Next, on 2nd November 2023, Saudi Arabia announced to launch a fundraising campaign for Palestinians in war-torn Gaza, where Israel is pressing a massive military operation. Next, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the de facto ruler, donated 20 million Saudi riyal, that is roughly $5.3 million, to the campaign. Next, on 2nd November 2023, the German Interior Minister Nancy Faeser announced to ban the activities of Hamas as well as pro-Palestinian group Semidon by 8th November 2023. Next, on 6th November 2023, Sri Lankan cricketer Angelo Matthews became the first player ever to be timed out in international cricket after a helmet malfunction in Sri Lanka's World Cup group match against Bangladesh in Delhi, India. Next, Bangladesh captain Shakib Al Hassan appealed for his timed out dismissal. Next, the 3-day 14th International Conference of Human Rights held in Copenhagen, Denmark from 6 to 8 November 2023. Next, around 300 participants took part in the conference. The conference examined the critical role of national human rights institutions (NHRIs) in addressing and preventing torture and other ill treatment. Next, on 7th November 2023, Russia officially pulled out of an international security pact Treaty on Conventional Armed Forces in Europe (CFE) that restricts the use of conventional weapons, saying NATO's expansion has made such cooperation impossible. Next, the move comes less than a week after President Vladimir Putin revoked his country's ratification of the CTBT. Next, from 7th to 9th November 2023, Japan hosted the G7 Foreign Minister Summit 2023. Next, the Group of Seven, G7, is an intergovernmental political forum consisting of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. Additionally, the European Union (EU) is a non-enumerated member. The fourth edition of bilateral exercise between Indian Navy and Bangladesh Navy, Bongo Sagar 23, and the fifth edition of coordinated patrol Corpat by the two navies was conducted in the northern Bay of Bengal from 7th to 9th November 2023. Next, on 9th November 2023, Indonesia's President Joko Widodo inaugurated a $100 million floating solar farm, the largest in Southeast Asia, as it seeks more opportunities to transition to green renewable energy. Next, the Saireta floating solar farm, which is expected to generate enough electricity to power 50,000 households and offset 214,000 tons of carbon dioxide emissions, is built on a 200-hectare, that's mean 500-acre, reservoir in West Java, about 130 kilometers from the capital Jakarta. Next, the Indonesian government is determined to reach net zero emissions by 2060. It is also attempting to reach net zero power sector emissions by 2050 in return for financing for its $20 billion Just Energy Transition Partnership JETP plan. The Extraordinary Arab Islamic Summit 2023, an emergency joint summit between the League of Arab States and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, held on Saturday, November 11, 2023. Next, the Joint Arab League and Organization of Islamic Cooperation Summit was hosted by the Saudi Arabia and chaired by Prince Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud. Next, in Arab Islamic Summit, Saudi Arabia and other Muslim countries called for an immediate end to military operations in Gaza, rejecting Israel's justification of its actions against Palestinians as self-defense. Next, on 13th November 2023, British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak removed Suella Braverman as Interior Minister days after she accused the UK police of double standards in handling of a pro-Palestinian march. Next, World Kindness Day is celebrated on 13th November each year. Next, the theme for the World Kindness Day 2023 was Be Kind Wherever Possible. Next, on 13th November 2023, Nepal announced that it would ban Chinese-owned TikTok, adding that social harmony and goodwill were being disturbed by misuse of the popular video app, and there was rising demand to control it. Next, more than 1,600 TikTok-related cybercrimes cases have been registered over the last 4 years in Nepal. Next, on 13th November 2023, the ICC announced 3 new additions to the ICC Hall of Fame, with Indian opener Virender Sehwag, Indian female cricketer Diana Adolijee, and Sri Lankan superstar Arvinda De Silva. Next, On 14th November 2023, King Charles III of Britain celebrated his 75th birthday. It was his actual birthday. Charles previously celebrated his official birthday on 17th June 2023. Next, the ceremonial event is performed every year on Horse Guards Parade in London by regiments of Household Division to celebrate the official birthday of the British sovereign. It is also known as the Sovereign's Birthday Parade. Next, it was decided in 1748 that the parade of trooping the colour should mark the official birthday of the sovereign. Next, India is hosting the 33rd Conference of World Organization for Animal Health WOAH Regional Commission for Asia and Pacific in New Delhi. This 4-day event was held from 13th to 17th November 2023. Next, on 14th November 2023, the Israeli captured Gaza Parliament and other government institutions in Gaza City. Next, Israeli forces stormed leading medical facility in Gaza, Al-Shifa Hospital, as Israel dismissed global calls for a ceasefire amid a dire humanitarian situation in the territory. Next, Israel earlier claimed that the Palestinian resistance group is running a command center underneath Al-Shifa Hospital and uses medical facility tunnels underneath to conceal military operations and to hold hostages. Gaza officials deny the claims. Next, as Israel continues air and ground offensive in the occupied Palestinian territories, at least 11,240 Palestinians have been killed and more than 3,000 of them are students. Next, the total number of students killed in Gaza since 7th October is 3,117. In the West Bank, too, at least 24 Palestinian students have been killed in the ongoing Israeli bombing since 7th October. As many as 130 teachers and staff members have been killed in the Israeli bombing of Gaza so far. Next, South Africa's Foreign Minister Naledi Pandor has called for immediate arrest of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Next, Naledi Pandor emphasized that the International Criminal Court should issue warrants for the arrest of Netanyahu and his ministers. She stressed the urgency for the International Court to accelerate investigations into Netanyahu's war crimes and crimes against humanity, including genocide of Palestinians. Next, the Dubai Air Show 2023 started from 13 November 2023 and completed on 17 November 2023 at Dubai World Central DWC. This highly anticipated event going to unite more than 1,400 exhibitors from 95 countries alongside an impressive lineup of 300 international speakers. Next, according to the Emirates news agency WAM, the 18th edition of the exhibition, sponsored by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, aims to foster collaboration and technological progress. Next, the Dubai Air Show 2023 revolves around the theme of the future of the aerospace industry. As part of this theme, a new dedicated area has been introduced specifically focusing on autonomous air transport solutions. Next, the Pakistan Aeronautical Complex PAC and Chendo Aircraft Corporation CAC GF-17 Thunder Block 3 fighters made their debut appearance at the Dubai Air Show 2023. Next, a Super Mushak trainer aircraft is also another Pakistani exhibit. Next, the GF-17 has often withdrawn from air shows to avoid directly competing with the LCA Tijaz, which is largely superior to the Chinese Pakistani in design and performance. Next, the LCA Tijaz is an Indian single-engine delta-wing light multi-role fighter designed by the Aeronautical Development Agency ADA in collaboration with Aircraft Research and Design Center ARDC of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited HAL for the Indian Air Force and the Indian Navy. Next, at the same time, Pakistan has showcased the GF-17's Block 3 variant, which is far more advanced than its earlier variants, and production batches and is even reported to incorporate certain technology from the J-20 stealth fighter. Next, on 15 November 2023, South Africa's ruling African National Congress ANC party says it would support a parliamentary motion calling for the Israeli embassy in South Africa to be closed. Next, Bolivia has already cut diplomatic relations with Israel in October 2023. Next, Argentine footballer Lionel Messi won the Ballon d'Or Award 2023 for a record-extending eighth time after leading Argentina to the World Cup title last year. Next, Messi became the only player in history to win the award with three different clubs: Barcelona, PSG, Inter Miami, and the only one to win it while playing outside Europe, USA. Next, Spanish professional footballer Aitana Bonmati won her first Ballon d'Or Feminine 2023 after she won the 2022-23 Women's Champions League with FC Barcelona and the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup with Spain. Next, according to the Global Remote Work Index 2023 by Nordlayer, a business cybersecurity provider, Denmark is the best country in the world for remote workers. The Netherlands and Germany also scored high ranking in second and third place respectively. Next, analysts used data from the first half of the year to rank 108 countries based on their level of cyber safety, economic safety, digital and physical infrastructure, and social safety. Next, London has been named the best city brand in the world, followed by New York and Paris, second and third respectively. The ranking is based on a global survey of close to 15,000 members of the public conducted in April 2023 in 20 countries on all continents to measure perceptions of the world's top 100 cities. Next, in Global Power City Index, London topped the list with the New York and Tokyo on second and third respectively. Next, the Global Power City Index GPCI evaluates and ranks the major cities of the world according to their magnetism or their comprehensive power to attract people, capital and enterprises from around the world. नाजरीन, ये तो थे यकम से लेके 15 नवंबर 2023 के करंट अफेयर्स। इसके बाद इंशाअल्लाह ताला 2 हफ्ते बाद फिर मुलाकात होगी करंट अफेयर के सिलसिले में। उस वक्त तक के लिए इजाज़त दीजिए। अल्लाह हाफिज़।